right now we're just going to refer to as the area that is home to the Laughing Beast. And we're headed down the old forestry road that's shut down. We moved a couple of barricades and came down here. And on the way back there, it's way that way where we're headed. But we actually saw a little pull off and this weird open path that goes straight up this hill, up to this ridge. Now we're pretty sure there used to be settlements out here based on the topography and history of the area. So we wanted to come and check this old, what appears to be an old roadbed out. So we're gonna head up this hill, get on this ridge, kind of get a lay of the land from there, but we're really just doing some exploring today. And then when it gets closer to nightfall, we'll probably make our way down to the area where we heard that noise, near the area where the witness has actually encountered the Laughing Beast. So we're gonna check out this area around here right now. Today has been rainy, so it's actually wet and raining out here, but it's actually stopped for a little bit, so it's actually not 1,000 degrees for one.
Not 1,000 degrees.
I was thinking this was going to be on a logging road. I guess we never areas near here from logged before. There's some old growth trees through here.
It wouldn't shock me to find a cemetery.
Yeah.
True.
This was something once upon a time.
Yeah, what?
This one.
This looks exactly like the areas we've seen before in the dirt corner area, on top of hills and bridges. This is exactly kind of the topography you would find in an area where you would actually find an old cemetery. I'm going to look at some old plats and old maps and stuff and see if there might have been a cemetery here at one time, because everything kind of matches up with what we've seen before and what we've found before.
Move over here. That way help.
The stone?
Yeah, there's stones all back there.
Oh, I'm trying to think that one.
Ah, yeah. This is an old...
Yeah.
These are just old, unset, like uncarved stones.
Contact with enemy. This is probably an old cemetery.
Yeah.
Up over here too. They are laid out in a pattern. Yeah, this appears to be an old cemetery. Burial site sometime.
That one looks like it had carving upon it once upon a time, and it's just weathered off. Yeah. This one, though, you can tell from here what that is.
Reloading, cover me! Tango down!
Okay. Let's see where it snapped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are pretty,
Down!
looks pretty intentional on the placement for these two.
Lost the lead.
I'm gonna go over there in a second. I just want to look at this one and then I'm gonna go over that way.
Okay.
Tango down.
Yeah, these are grave markers, I would say. Very, very old grave markers.
Yeah.
But I would say that these are grave markers. Based on where they are, how they're placed.
Target's in sight.
The way the top of this hill has been cleared once upon a time and kind of leveled a little bit.
Old burial ground.
Enemy down.
I'm not going far over here. More here. More here. All here in this
Enemy
flattened
contact.
area. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we're looking at.
Lost the lead.
That's what we're looking at. stuff.
Yeah. All right, well, we've seen that before.
Yes, we have.
These did not get pulled up from the tree roots either. As the tree roots have grown, forced into the surface. Come here and look. These are broken pieces that have been set. Well, look at this. Come here. That was set on top of that.
Yeah, it was.
I just moved. All right, every time we've found this, we've
Target's
had weird
in sight.
stuff happen. Look, all of that's just been placed on top of the dirt here.
Yeah. You got some more. You got another field up here of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole top over here. There's another section over there.
Yeah.
I'll check that out. We'll head back that way.
Enemy in
There you
sight.
go. There you go.
Yep.
See how these are?
Yeah.
Like this.
Those are
Tango down.
weathered.
Killer drone on standby.
This has
Lost the lead.
this has a lot of iron content. Look at it.
Yeah.
Come here, okay. Just come over here. That has a lot of iron content. See the oxidization over here and then this.
Target down.
Look at this. Oh, you got a mound over here.
Predator missile waiting orders.
You just gonna walk by this? Just gonna walk by
Oh,
that?
jeez.
Contact with enemy.
See, that's a bone
Uh-huh.
on top of one of these stones.
Yep.
Hunter killer drone.
It's been broken on either end.
Yeah.
Look
Tango
down, see if
down.
there's any bones anywhere out there. Here.
It's right there on top.
Enemy down.
So just
Enemy
one broken
contact.
piece of bone. There's no other bones through here.
Doesn't it kind of look like an
down.
altar in a way?
Well, it's flat.
Offerings.
Enemy in sight.
Let's check the other side of the road we were looking at. Okay.
Contact with enemy.
This starts with the eyes.
Yeah.
The fog's rolling in. Look at this.
Yeah, they're starting to get hazy. I think some of this up here is naturally occurring rock. Some of it is been milled and placed upright. A lot of these old Appalachian homesteads didn't really have fancy headstones. They might just grab some river rocks or just cut some stone out of the hill, shape it, do a real light inscription if you were lucky, and then just put it up as a headstone for you. Look at this. This has been cleared at one point in this land.
Fell and they flew into it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Kill confirmed.
Alright, so that bone is odd, would it, isn't it? I mean, bones in the forest are not odd, but the fact that there's just one laid on that flat rock is strange. What did you say? It looked like an offering?
Yeah, like an altar.
Target down.
Yeah, I know.
Reloading. Cover me.
And it's not what we normally see where it's around like tree roots that have just come to the surface and forced the rock up.
Tango down.
They do strike me. Just seeing the offer.
Reloading.
Well, some of them look natural, but others, the one I saw over there, looked like it had been shaped, like it was a small headstone. And the fact that part of this hilltop has been had earth moved on it once before and kind of leveled out.
You still feel all kinds of
Tango
static
down.
though, you know?
Yeah.
Target's in sight. Enemy down.
I just had Joe pull something out of the road for me. We're heading back into the Laughing Beast area. We're going down this old
Target down.
Forest Service road right now. And just driving through this forest is freaky. It is so thick and so dark out here. You cannot see too deeply into the forest, and it's just
Enemy down.
weird. It's just weird out here. There's a fog coming down, and it's just, it makes you uneasy, for sure.
Enemy contact.
Here he comes.
We're moving some vines across the road, and I happen to glance into the woods next to
Tango
us.
down.
Move over towards where that flat rock is. To your right.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
Alright.
So,
Enemy down. Kill confirmed. Tango down.
remnants of an
Kill
old
confirmed. Heads up.
stone wall, something. Some iron on top. There's a few pieces of old brick.
Sniper
Back
activity.
over through here.
Changing mag.
Yeah.
Reloading. Cover me. Get
Yeah,
down,
there's pieces over
sniper.
here too.
Enemy down.
Sure you want to
Well, you know, this is
Target down.
part of a farm implement.
Kill confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
Bricks. I believe.
So there was farming that took place back there in some of these level fields out here.
Enemy in sight.
Yeah,
Enemy
there's
down.
really good ones, like right here as well.
This is obviously something.
Troops ready.
There we go. I got a nuke. First game. What's up,
This
bitch?
has been flat and milled out. So, a structure once upon a time that I think we're standing on still. It's been covered with leaves and all that, but you know, look at what fuel is talking about this.
Tango down.
Well, you definitely know there was
Targets in
farming
sight.
back there.
Mm-hmm. Probably late 1800s,
Well,
maybe early 1900s.
I don't even think that far. But then,
Ooh, good kill.
That's
Good
a
kill.
gate over here.
Yeah. Just throw that in here.
I'm just gonna keep rolling. Let's see what this is.
Enemy in sight. Target down. Kill confirmed.
Well, that's
That's okay. It's half a gate.
Good kill. Good kill. This guy.
still works.
Well, let's see what's on the other side. No sign of the other half of it. Let's go beyond the gate, Jess.
Tango down. Kill confirmed. Contact with enemy. Kill confirmed.
This doesn't even look like it's a road.
Ooh, teamwork.
All right, let's move on back down to
Yeah.
our area before we lose light.
Enemy down.
Finally made it to the end of the road. We're back in the spot where we heard that wailing, that howling, that noise at nightfall last time we were out here. We still haven't heard what our witness describes as the laughing beast, but I don't think, personally, I'm ready to hear that or experience that. I'm definitely that was just absolutely wild. And we're gonna just see if we can capture some good audio today. I think that's our main goal down here is just capture good audio Do you smell it like formaldehyde smell? What is that? But you can smell it clearly, like distinctly, right? It smells like formaldehyde over here.
Does it smell like old oak?
No.
That smells good. I don't know what that smell is.
It smells like formaldehyde.
It doesn't have like a tannin kind of smell to it, you know? So, did you get from old wood? It doesn't have that smell to it.
It's really bad over here. I don't know. It's got formaldehyde smell.
Microphone's pointing the wrong way, guy.
Enemy down. We've taken the lead. Target down.
This map's tough to get a nuke on. It's too open.
Contact with enemy. Enemy down.
Did you just snap?
No.
Tango down. We've taken the lead.
So down here is a roundabout area that's kind of turn around. It is circular. It's perfect. It's the greatest
Target
vantage
down.
point we could possibly have for this. We're a little elevated. Everything drops down on either side of us. Right now, we've got audio stations set up all the way around. We're about to set up some more, but this is what we got set up right now. This is the Zoom H1N. It's a multi-directional recorder. We've got that over here, just getting a baseline of everything that's going on while we set up, so if we miss anything. We've got this running over here, away from everything else. We've got our Wildtronics parabolic mic and dish. That's connected to a Zoom H4n Pro. That's going to be recording. This is our Codm channel when it comes to recorders. We've got it going in here. We've got it connected to a power bank. So it's running on the power bank here. This is run by phantom power plugged into the H4n Pro. So we're going to be able to spin this around. And if we hear it coming from any direction, we can point the dish in that direction and hopefully capture some of these noises that we're getting out of the woods. Over here, this is our Pulsar Axon XQ38 thermal. We're going to have this on a tripod. We're going to hopefully, I know the vegetation is insanely thick in the summer, but hopefully hear something.
Target down. Contact with enemy.
Somebody's taking the lead. Moving. Point.
Standing still.
UAV online. Enemy down. Enemy contact. Tango down. Targets in sight. Enemy contact! Just another day. Good job.
Did you get anything?
What?
Did you get anything?
Sounded like something was walking. Alright. Back to it. Joe's gonna grab the drop recorders, so we'll have those to put out. Our main goal tonight is to try to get some audio, some real audio of what we heard last time.
Here's what I think.
They sound like a oh.
Stop these real quick before it gets much darker.
Sure, sure.
Walking away. Walking away.
Tango down.
Our drop recorders are set. Those are just in case anything kind of comes around behind it. We've got everything
Changing back.
that's
Cover me.
sensitive. All the instrumentation
Enemy
is sensitive. It's pointed in the direction that we've heard the sounds from before. We're kind of banking that they're going to come from that direction again. We're hoping they do. If they don't, then they don't. We'll move it. We'll adjust as needed. So now, it's a whole lot of sit around and wait. Listen, I've got my thermal in my belt. We've got the other thermal here on the tripod.
Enemy in sight.
So
Lost enemy down.
now we just wait, right? Alright.
So we're in a big clearing here. Basically in a fishbowl.
Boom. Headshot.
There's very thick foliage all the way around this very thick forest. This is where our witnesses said that they would come to when they would hear something crash through the woods towards them.
Targets in sight.
And then they heard a
Target
laughing
down.
thing that night coming towards them and they got out. So we've got one ring of audio recorders. It's going to make us up talking right now, but that's fine. We'll see if we can hear anything tonight.
Be advised. Hostile care package inbound. Enemy down.
We've got about 20 minutes until sunset. So we're at
Enemy
dusk.
contact.
This is usually when our
Damn.
witnesses things off into the woods.
Enemy shield turret deployed.
I'm gonna take a look over here
Lost
with
the
my
lead.
phone. Just see if there's
This guy.
It's empty. Enemy UAV
Tango
spotted.
down.
Enemy airstrike incoming. Be careful. Destroy the enemy's shield turret.
Dude, we are losing. What the fuck?
Enemy down. Lost the lead. Enemy in sight.
I'm using noise canceling headphones to monitor radio. For 15 minutes from sunset.
Dude, that was such a lucky shot.
Enemy contact. Target down. Enemy. Get up, team.
Fuck was that?
Enemy down. Lost the lead. Contact with enemy. UAV online.
Oh, I'm making those raindrops falling off the leaves.
Yep, I'm getting raindrops. I was getting raindrops and bugs.
Tango down. Targets in sight. Enemy down.
You're in the sunset.
Friendly hunter-killer drone deployed. Tango down.
Oh, this guy doesn't miss, dude. What the fuck?
What do you think about me
Targets in
Type
sight.
19.
doing like a, I don't know,
Enemy
kind
in sight.
This kid didn't miss.
I tried the tree dog thing. Seems like it. Should I do a loop? I guess do something. Not trying to be them. Trying to be me.
Won't let this happen again.
I don't have a loop. Should I do a loop? Should I do something else? What if I did a cicada noise? My cicada noise. You ready? Deafen myself here. Go! Go!
What the fuck?
I don't like cicadas. Maybe I blended in too well.
Maybe, yeah, because maybe it's on a Teebaggah.
The bugs are extremely loud, like extremely loud. Everywhere I point the parabolic, all I hear is just crickets and just bugs all in the forest. It rained pretty hard today, so everything's really come alive tonight. In addition to that, because of the rain, I mean all the rain droplets are falling in the forest. So there's a lot of
Make your
interference
cicada
when it
noise
comes to
again.
getting audio right now. We're still gonna listen for a few hours and see if we catch anything, but that's kind of how fishing expeditions go. Sometimes you catch something, sometimes you don't. But we're gonna keep going and see if we get anything. If not, we'll be right back out in a few days and try it again.
Enemy contact. Target down.
Oh, not members only. Bruh.
Targets in
Oh, you missed, guy. Oh, no, you didn't. Took you long enough to kill me.
Tango down! You lost the lead.
Alright, we'll step it up.
That's nothing more about it.
Alright, so we're not up to where we want to be at yet, but we're seeing white
Changing
flashes
back,
of
cover
lights
me.
in the woods.
You're down 3.
There's a crazy haze in the woods right now, so we're
So hold on one second, let me show that off of night vision.
Enemy down!
Hold on. Not quite picking up the camera.
Yeah.
Seeing it here.
but there's a haze, a fog in the air. It is super thick, so our lights are not going very far up here.
Enemy contact.
Once we get away from this
Target down.
creek area, it should kind of lighten up a little bit. We should have better visibility.
Tango down!
So it's been raining a ton lately. I mean, just dumping rain. So, did you see the light?
I just saw flash.
You've taken the
I knew
lead.
it. I knew it. I'm not crazy. I mean, I'm crazy, but the vegetation is insanely thick, but we keep seeing these lights out here. It was right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It can't be too far.
UAV online.
The woods are so thick over here.
Oh, yeah. I have a feeling the thermal's not going to be very handy tonight.
Feeling this? It's extremely thick. I can only
Enemy
get white
down.
light for a couple of seconds because we just get killed with insects. The house and
Taking
bugs
the
are
lead.
too. It's not having any effect.
Tango down!
This area's been getting massive amounts of rain lately.
Yeah, the vegetation is just out of control.
Predator missile inbound.
God, it's thick. It's extremely thick back there.
Tango down! Keep on. We're winning this one. Taking the lead.
So this is weird. Back then, it smelled like a Tostino's
down.
party pizza. Didn't it?
I did not smell that.
Alright, we're traveling up these Forest Service roads. They're blocked off, so nobody's going to be driving up and down. Nobody's driven up and down.
Enemy contact. Target is UAV
So
is
we're going to
ready.
be just traveling up these Forest Service roads and exploring around here. We're going to hop off and go into the woods, and we're just going to explore out here tonight. It's a really
UAVs
weird night
online.
already. There's a weird haze in the air, and we got out of the truck, and there's a swampy area down below where the truck is, and there's just a cacophony of frogs just screaming. There has to be thousands and thousands of them. So, obviously, the wildlife is scurrying around tonight, so to see
Tango down!
what happened. What the heck? A flashing light.
How far away?
Right there. Right there. Right there.
Right
Like
where?
over the water. When we walk over the water.
Contact with enemy. Reload.
Like where we cross over. It was blue.
You saw you saw like blue lights?
Yeah, it was right here.
Because you know what they say about the blue lights.
Blue lights.
Well, we just walked into it, and it was right here, flashing.
Really?
We literally weren't even going to start filming here until we got deeper in past this water because right where we're at is terrible with insects. But we're catching little flashes of light.
Yeah, it was blue, and it was like this.
And there's a haze in the air right now, which means that light's not traveling that far. Which means it's got to be in the vegetation for extremely thick. Let's keep going. Let's get some elevation. Let's get away from this.
Oh God. Jesus.
Zoo, baby. New map.
Smooth.
Hostile sentry gun in your AO. UAV online.
Yeah, the lore is that
Friendly
you're
airstrike
supposed
incoming.
to run when you see the blue lights.
We're not really bright. We don't run when we're supposed to run.
I'm gonna have to adjust this.
Awesome.
There's so much moisture in here, it's causing haze.
Tango down! Kill confirmed.
God, the humidity is so thick. Like the humidity, the fog.
Yeah, I mean, literally,
It
UAV
feels
online.
like you could just cut it, you know?
this is Louisiana weather.
Friendly
Hey.
care package inbound.
Sorry.
Target down. Kill confirmed. Kill confirmed.
What's crazy is there's some light in the sky.
Heads up. Enemy
I don't think I
UAV
can pick it
spotted.
up.
Heads up. Enemy wraps deployed. Enemy down. Target down.
See?
Kill
But it
confirmed.
penetrating into the ground. Black as can be. Like, I can't see this. I got
Kill
the right.
confirmed.
There you are.
We're losing this fight. UAV online. Predator missile awaiting orders.
We've got a lot of lights in ourselves. And then I'm running a shotgun light on the camera, which is
Predator missile inbound.
It feels claustrophobic. You know? I think with all the vegetation,
Enemy contact!
and just the feeling that's in the air, there is this sense of something coming down on you. This isolation, claustrophobia, getting trapped
Enemy
in a way.
sentry gun
Do you
has
feel
been
that?
destroyed.
why our lights almost dead.
Enemy XS-1 Goliath incoming.
We've got that other one.
Yeah, but always when it's there. It's just
Enemy
weird that this
XS-1
is-
Goliath is landing.
I mean, I'll run it for a little bit, but see, I should be. I was at 4 bars.
Advanced UAV
That's
is ready.
very weird.
Take 19. Man, let's come back. There's only... No.
Enemy down.
Oh, shit, guys, what we're seeing here.
We're only down 6 points to win. Damn.
This is what we're seeing without benefit of recognition.
Enemy contact!
Camera's having a hard time focusing. Moisture there. Equipment difficulties. I just dropped the ball while I'm standing here watching this. I don't know why I just feel hamstring.
Someone was moving towards us and there was like a grunt on us. watch out for all these roots, too. God, you have no visibility like around these bends because the vegetation is so thick.
This is not what these flashlights penetrate very far. Man.
There's probably a swampy area up there because I can hear a bunch of frogs just going crazy up there.
Looks like they've had Forest Service vehicles back in here.
Yeah. I don't know how it was like rust, but
Not today, but within the past couple months, some of this vegetation's being down.
it's a paw.
How's that now?
Oh my God.
That was a...
Let's go.
Alright. We had a pole right here we're gonna look at, but it's secondary importance right now.
You have that mic running,
It's
right?
ramped up. It's leveling out with our voices, so it's catching that.
That's okay. That's okay. When we get to this point, I'll pull that out. Let's go. Look at that moon. Oh my God.
This is insane. Holy crap, I've got my goosebumps. Jesse, slow down. Be right next to me. That's getting closer. I'll show you how many hairs have on the sides of my arms.
Target in sight.
Past these frogs. We're not going to get this swamp.
Our team is surrounded by unknown enemies.
For myself.
Now, but our best intel says it was a secret research. Or let's just call it an ex-research institute. Unsurprisingly, there are many phases in this research institute to explore. Use caution when entering new areas, and bring me back all the delicious intel you can find.
Still going. We need to get past these freaking frogs. That's bad. That ain't broken.
But look underneath it. You see that?
This path going underneath it.
Somebody's been traveling through here.
This elevator is broken, but no matter.
Bent over.
They function on very basic
And it's
principles.
alive.
Find the components and we can restore it easily. Ah, nothing makes me homesick quite like an underground lab. I hoped we'd find something like this. I wonder what other little gems are hidden here. These drinks can amplify your abilities. Feeling thirsty?
I saw a flash.
Did you?
I saw a flash of whitish blue light.
Over here?
Yeah, right ahead of us. I'm only shining red. So, second. I'm gonna switch hands. It's a very, like, heavy feeling in the air up here. Alright. I'm not feeling my left hand. Okay. You just hear a thump.
What?
The forward thump.
This component seems good. Use it on the device as a central hub. Who knows? Maybe it will work.
Looks like it opens up here.
Yeah.
At least I hope that's what the light I'm seeing is.
Yeah. So the other ones, so I said,
Some of the electronic components of this device are damaged. Keep your eyes peeled while exploring. Let's see. Yes. No, it's still missing something. Don't just stand there. Go find it. Perhaps in one of the other houses.
What is your ear moving or something?
oh, I heard it. You don't need to put your back to that.
Huh?
Don't put your back to it. I swear, I heard it. Something move quickly.
Nothing over time?
No.
It's something back in there.
I got nothing. My God, there's so many frogs and night birds.
This is not. This one's alive. This one's being alive.
Right.
Whatever that was, we just heard a howling. We need to move away from the water. I think we go to the right.
Relax.
Nothing but red clay mud. What do you got?
Nothing. A couple of canine birds. Look at this.
These are good size.
Yeah, look at that one.
Oh,
Look at that one right there.
yeah, that is.
The advanced team deploys this device to provide you with all
I just got like a sharp
the
pain
little
behind
things
my right eye.
this twisted heart could desire.
Here, take some water.
Oh, I'm fucked. What the fuck is that noise?
What's wrong? What's wrong? Did you hear something? See something? What did you hear?
Oh man, it lagged. Oh, I almost went down, Jesus.
Flashlights are basically useless.
I know.
Yo, white light. That tree back here. Look at this. It's alive. Let's just bend that over.
No.
It starts up into the night.
The vegetation is too thick. I can't see now.
We can't see it.
These coins can be powerful, but you know it's random. Why don't you see what happens? This component is good. Use it on the device at the central house. Maybe it will work.
It's the sky. Real clear skies.
Let's keep moving.
The flashlight's glitching.
What?
Flashlight's glitching out.
What?
That definitely has affected me tonight. Camera won't focus. Flashlight's glitching. Our lights are crazy.
Good, that got it. Now, put in a weapon and drop it. You'll like what happens next.
So you guys can see what we're looking at here.
You need more points to get through that door. How embarrassing. Now, make yourself useful or go
Damn, I
some
missed.
more.
I didn't want that.
In this direction. I just heard a short. Ah!
Don't lag, don't lag, don't lag.
I can't see.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's weird. So, I mean, I guess because of this heavy rain, the swampy areas are just filled with water and filled with frogs. We can barely hear anything. We're so quiet right now because we're right on top of it. We're going to keep moving. I hope I got those cries earlier. We got that shotgun mic going along with these. So we'll see. We need to head back. Been out here for a bit.
What do you got? What do you got?
There was a giant bug or something buzzing near me or something.
Oh, God, okay.
That was huge.
We're in a swampy.
Yeah.
It's just all swampy.
Sorry, I didn't. It was just.
Let's see if we can try to find some high ground.
It got real close.
Let's see if we can try to find some high ground. Alright.
I like how I'll go out here in the middle of the night and just like run around here all night, and then some giant bug buzzes me, and I'm like, nope.
Done, game over.
Yeah, all right.
Alright, let's see if we can find some high ground.
Yeah, we've got to get away from all this swamp.
Yeah, there are no dry spots out here. Let's move east.
I guess this is a difficult thing to
Tell me that
people
damn never ringing
water
isn't
rats as
entirely in
well,
my own head.
huh?
You hear it too?
It's just there's so many
Now,
frogs
who
out
would
here.
be calling such an obviously abandoned research facility?
We picked this area because we knew it would be wet, and we've had some luck finding prints at night.
Yeah.
Whatever we heard earlier, I don't even know if we know what it.
Yeah.
I know we could hear something right now. You know, the shotgun might go up and pick up these roads.
Yeah. Well, thank God we heard laughing. Because they are so loud. They are just screaming.
Hello, who is it? That is not answer a telephone in an abandoned facility.
Have the frog stop
Did it
screaming,
never occur
please?
to you to ask, who is doing the calling? Why do I even bother?
Just exactly cryptic. Clearly startling. What's that make me?
Fuck.
Buffalo Joe. Buffalo Joe. Yeah, I want to hear that audio. We can hike this way and see if it's less swampy.
This is like a white light for a little bit. If we can have it while I see if that's everything up.
Alright.
That's usually in the outing, so we'll switch back and forth between that light, white light, walk quietly, walk making noise, hold forwards, see if we can stir something up,
Cabin drone recovered.
get something
Analysis in
off,
progress.
make something
I suppose
fast.
you've got praise now. All right. For a half-wit, you performed super tasks semi-competently. You are welcome.
This old road's nice. Not even nice.
Yeah, the frogs are messing up the old system again.
We don't worry about the cicadas.
Not a single cicada, always just frogs. It's really, it's crazy. The fog really covers everything. You know, they just,
Flashlight out again. Every time we get down in this area, everything starts malfunctioning.
just right up here. It's weird.
We just went down a bar.
What? I mean,
It's out again. Out. Flashlight's out, flashlight's back on. It's only hitting me. It's not bothering you. The flashlight's fucking fine.
but just right here.
It's right there.
Yeah, this is where her
What's for the other light?
other eye ought
Friendly weapons in this box. We'll switch to a different location after a few calls. Not to worry. Just follow the music light to find the new location.
Dude, why didn't you pick it up? That's terrible. Well,
It's the exact same spot that I thought I heard something at last time, so I'm sorry. What is it? Yeah. This does have a very mystical forest kind of feel to it, similar to where we found evidence of what could be like the little people.
Yeah, I
But
agree.
what they saw up here definitely ain't the little people.
No.
That was big people. Big, hairy, aggressive people. We're running a backup camera here as well. Given the weird nature of the story that came across our email,
Yeah.
we're kind of we know that we're dealing with something that transcends just a hairy figure running around.
Yeah.
Whatever effect it had on those horses.
This it almost seems like something else entirely, you know? I've just never heard this combination of factors before. The story is so unique, I've just never heard something like that before. Have you?
Well, I mean, you've heard horses having a violent reaction to them.
Aversion to them.
An aversion to them. You've heard that they have come in and messed with horses before. And let's just leave it at that. Let's not get into the sordid details of Bigfoot and coming in when.
Okay.
But as far as them just being put into this
Trance?
torpor, this trance from it, and then the way that they were describing it, it's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. The sound that it was making that seemed to be associated with what was going on with the horses, but if it was affecting the horses, why wasn't it affecting the people?
Yeah.
Or was it affecting the people and they just didn't realize they were being affected?
Or is this like just targeted? Can it be targeted? That's why we're so confused about this whole thing. It's so bizarre, and you already have so many questions about the subject. This just opens the door to.
This is confusing and quite honestly complicates it. I don't know. It's.
Fucking lag, dude.
Just keep moving this way. I'm gonna do a little bit of change of the scene here. I'm gonna try to change up some stuff and just, because we're gonna be coming back here again. I'm gonna take this piece of quartz, this piece of white quartz here. I'm gonna actually put it on top of one of these logs here. What do you think?
Yeah, that's fine.
Or should I carry it to where we found the blue jay feathers?
Yes.
That's what we'll do. All right. We're doing this on the fly. We're working through it. We don't know what we're communicating by doing this, but we're gonna just change the environment a little bit. Obviously, something has changed the environment between the times we come here and come back. All right, there's this beautiful piece of white quartz, nice chunk.
Laying on top of pine
Everything,
needles.
yeah.
So, as you can tell, it was on top of the pine needles. Right there is where it's at. It's indented into the ground a little bit, but it was right on top of these pine needles, so that was placed there.
All right, let's see if we can find this. There's the stone right there. Let's find the stone where we found these blue jay feathers. Now let's just place this on top of it. I didn't want to say this because I think it's kind of jumping to conclusions last time when we found this. But it's almost like a sacrificial altar in a way.
Sacrificing bluebirds? Or
I don't know. The killing of a sacred bird. Alright, all these feathers are here. God, they're so beautiful. Alright. I'm gonna place this here. Look at that.
I do 2 feathers on X mark on top of it. I know that the wind will take that possibly, but
Those white-tipped ones are gorgeous, aren't they?
yeah.
Alright. Alright, let's give this a go. Let's see if we can kind of communicate, I guess. Let's,
Oh, hold on, you've got track impressions. I'm not gonna be able to pick this up on camera.
Oh, you do?
You've got track impressions. You see it right here?
Yeah. I think we should go that way.
Yeah, I knew we to get on the other side of that water.
We can go across here.
Alright. Back up.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you do. You have impressions here?
Yeah.
Huh. Alright, I'm gonna try to cross here. It's a little squishy and muddy. You should be able to cross
Jesus.
with
Yeah,
one leg.
it's squishy and muddy, but you're not leaving tracks.
Yeah?
You're not leaving footprints, so the ground's springing right back up. Whatever left these, man, I can't really get it, but it's right.
You want me to grab the camera when you press it?
Yeah, take that.
Let's see if we can get those from this angle here. Yeah, you can kind of see the impression there. right there.
I'm kind of leaving them, not to that degree. You're not leaving them at all.
Yeah.
So, actually, no, I'm not. Mine's springing back up right now as I look. All right. Okay. Get around this side.
God, this is crazy over here, isn't it? It just looks, it looks wild. Look at this.
This tree.
We got a big X formed with these trees here. Here. This is kind of interesting. I don't know. Are we reading too much into this kind of stuff?
Now, here's the deal. Stuff like this can't happen naturally. The X's that are made, that are placed, equal size sticks, that's not naturally occurring. One time, maybe, we found 4 back here somewhere.
Yeah.
The sticks that were finding driven into the ground, and again, you don't know what did it, you know, but it's odd, and it's, at that point, you're finding them, it's a pattern. It's a pattern of something, but I don't know.
Shall we go up or down? Down?
So we go down, yeah.
Let's go. Something's been traveling here. You can see a bit of a trail. Does it jump to the other side?
Yeah, it does. Well, right across to go right
Ah,
that
you
tree.
can see it, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's quite a distance.
That is not something that, that's a jump.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I guess you could go down in, but
It's pretty low. There's no, it's not, the leaves are not disturbed where something went up the hill though. It looks like whatever it was just traveling straight across. Right?
yeah, odd.
Mm-hmm.
Very odd.
Alright, right now I'm sending a message like we always do from the Garmin InReach Mini. It's like that's an ad almost. That's what we need. We need to be sponsored by Garmin. We do this all the time because we're out here, and in case something happens, we like to be able to get in touch with somebody at home. So we always send updates. Definitely going to send an update right now because we're going further back in here than we've ever gone before. And we've never been this direction before. We've never been this far, so we're a little nervous. We're going to make sure that we send our location, we ping our location, and we're good to go. That way somebody knows where we're at. In case, I don't know, we go missing, something abducts us, something that perhaps looks like it lives in
You ain't
these
gonna go
fairy
missing.
trees. Don't they look like...
Yeah, this is a very fairy tale like forest, right?
Yeah. We're just gonna follow this little beaten path here, right?
Yeah, it's,
Restart the GoPro.
we're constantly, we're going in with the anticipation of having equipment interference.
Yeah, we've got a lot of redundancy today on our equipment, which is good. It's necessary because when you have a story like that come out and you don't know what these things are capable of, you don't know what they can mess with, what they can kind of tamper with in terms of our equipment, and you just don't know. So it's better to be safe than sorry. That way we can actually get the footage we need. All right.
Like a snap in that direction.
Wait, what? How did you get here? Was there a safe distortion? I'm right. Your beard has encountered the ultimate incarnation of situation. You cannot escape this distorted region of space, but they still live.
Something's crossing right here.
What?
got?
An egg. Shell.
Part of an egg?
Yeah.
Hey,
What?
something's crossing right here. Let's keep going down this way, but this area, this part right here looks like somebody's crossing over.
Yeah.
Somebody or something.
We're kind of on an island here. There's a creek on either side of us. And they converge down here. That's where we're headed right now. And then I kind of say we just kind of follow the creek in. What do you think?
That's probably good.
Through the gateway.
Yeah, it does look like a little gateway.
See here.
That's
Kilo, baby, kilo.
yeah. Don't stop.
Hey, this one's shoved into the ground right here and holding it down. Yeah, that sucker is pinned down in there.
Yes.
Oh, you don't want me to release
I don't want you to release it. It's not up to last time.
it? Okay.
What happened last time?
But another holly tree
Yeah.
that is pinned down.
Yeah,
Whoa,
it's like
need some
this
ammo.
one is driven into the ground. That one's driven into the ground around it. That's kind of...
Ooh.
We are just walking something's path. We're
Yeah, I was
walking,
just noticing on the ground. I was going, this is weird.
we're just walking in something's footsteps here. Where it will lead, I do not know. And what? Look at this one. This one is put under this one. Under this. This is not a fallen tree. That's a tree that's growing like that. And it's been put under it. Look at that. Look at that. Look. I could. That's okay. That's crazy, right?
That's, yeah. Like I said, a couple of these, you just go, well, it just fell that way.
And they're all along this route.
And we're always back. Now we're finding holly.
Yeah, it's like a
All these are always with holly trees.
Yeah, come on. Head over here.
Notice that I guess we could have walked past him back here. But
What?
I've been scanning the ground. I'm not seeing any. We found those trees driven into the earth.
Yeah.
And those X's on the perimeter of this.
Yeah.
Now that we're in here, I mean, I'm looking. I mean, we could be 30 feet from one right now.
Right.
But it's weird that they were so noticeable right around the edge. I wonder if that means anything.
You suggest maybe a boundary?
I don't know. I don't know.
I know. I'm trying to think of
I'm saying I'm the one that's drawing that narrative, but it's. I mean, they were everywhere around the edge of this particular patch of forest.
Yeah. Whoa!
What do you got?
Come here now.
Come. What do you got? It's torn up.
What is all? Those look like impressions right here. Do they not?
Yeah. I think I'll be able to pick up the camera. It's light. Soft ground, but there are some impressions back in here.
Yeah. I feel like we're on the right path. You're like, you're an exploit. I feel like we're on the right path for something.
Now you're not making impressions on that at all.
No?
You're just bouncing right back off of it.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. So we're about 250. The pack, 260. I made a little, not like those deep ones right there. Whatever's driving into the sand, it's heavy. Holly, all through here, we're surrounded by holly.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Let's go this way. The creek go underground here? Yeah. The creek goes underground right there. And then it reemerges right over there.
Yeah, that's okay. Huh. Well, look at from the sideways, it's just like the other X's that we, again, you passed.
What?
It's, one is just, might have just happened, two is a coincidence, three is a pattern.
I don't know.
And there are all these X-shaped patterns. So many of these areas we go into, and there's always a particular feature that stands out.
Yeah.
Arches in one area, large upright X's with trees in other areas. Here, it's smaller X's.
Oh, we're just continuing to follow this here. I don't know.
Just keep following this whole trail. Now, something like this, you see, that looks natural. That looks like that happened. That's just the way it fell. Over there, how that was placed. The ones that we found up there where the branches were the exact same size.
Check out this mound. You think something's under there?
You're the main
Something's
guy.
under there, obviously. Something strange, I don't know.
All right, let's see. We got one.
Contact with enemy. Enemy down.
Now here's the deal. That one looks natural.
Maybe.
Look at now. That one looks natural. That
Because
looks
it's
like just a
heavy
branch
enough?
that fell because it's got the side
Yeah.
branch coming off it. And that happens with the ones we saw up there, especially the two that were on either side of that old road. That were the same size, same approximate width, and it took some force to drive into the ground at that point. So. Those didn't have trees that matched above them.
Friendly hunter killer drone. Kill confirmed. Tango down.
That was tough.
Something was here.
Something was what?
Something was here.
Enemy in
Something was
sight.
here.
I don't know.
Tango down.
Like a home in the pack store.
Yeah.
UAV online.
Something was.
Yeah, I agree with you on that now.
Target
Something
down.
was here.
This was cleared once upon a time.
There's no. Yeah. Something was here.
Yeah, there was a homestead, a building. There used to be a cabin. Something used to be
Something.
Huh?
Yeah. Definitely something was here.
Yeah,
Enemy
yeah, I agree.
contact.
Yeah. This was cleared and leveled once upon a time. again, you find weird activity in the areas that used to be inhabited by people. And then they were driven out. They drove out the natives ahead of them, and they in turn were driven out to the trash.
Enemy down! Change it back!
Wow.
Displacement, sometimes violent displacement.
Look at this. Look at this tree. This is a monster pine.
Boom! Headshot!
This is fantastic. Look at this. What a beauty. What a beauty.
UAV online.
I'm so glad it survived
UAV spotted.
the hurricane.
Give it a hug.
I'll give it a
Tango
look.
down!
I had a rough day, Tree. You just... Here you go. Alright.
That's a
Monster pilot. Gosh,
so much significantly bigger than everything else around it.
fantastic.
It's
Targets in sight!
wow. That is a monstrosity.
Whoa.
Feels significant through here.
Look at this. Move forward over here.
Tango down!
This is an interesting forest.
This
This
is
is a
a
visually very impressive
This is
forest.
a very interesting forest. I've never seen so many trees like this. This is an old place.
It's like you could film Lord of the Rings back in here. It
Yeah.
would totally just be on point.
Look! Just goes. We're just
On
gonna...
the highway here.
Yeah.
Targets in sight!
Alright, let's go back on this.
Enemy down!
Keep pulling this thread here. You definitely got stuff traveling over through here. Knocking the top off of this log.
There's one spot.
Damn it, bro.
It does feel like we're just going, I don't know, deep into the abyss or something.
Target down!
We're gonna have to cross over. Check this out.
Jesse, in your natural habitat.
Oh, Jesus.
Unknown person. They want you.
Oh my God.
They're taking you. Goodbye, Jessica.
Hey, you would let me get taken.
They want you in Fairyland.
Stop. I'm freaked out. Stop. Don't say that. What do you think? Cross here?
Yeah, let's cross right here. Goes under the Leon. I'm one down one way or another right now.
Target down! Enemy contact! Reloading! Cover me! Enemy in sight!
Something like this looks. The other ones were fine, natural. Jesse,
Yeah. What?
wait. Is that driven into the center of that, or?
I think this is the core of the tree that was once here.
Gotcha.
It looks crazy though, doesn't it? Or is it driven in there? Or is it at the core? I can't tell.
think it's driven in there.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, it's just driven into the...
There's rocks around here. Underneath this moss?
Yeah.
Well, that's
So it's-
interesting.
So it's a circle of rocks covered in moss
Yeah.
with a pretty sizable piece of wood driven into the middle of it. Weird. It's like there's some sort of language going on around us. There's some sort of like symbology, some symbolism, some sort of weird kind of like...
You know, Matt Larson, Central Florida Bigfoot, it was now, I guess, Central Kentucky Bigfoot.
Yeah,
He uses the term forest language to describe some of the stuff that you see. I always like that term that he used. But yeah, this is strange looking for sure. Feels significant, seems significant.
that large pine felt very, very, very significant to me. It didn't have it didn't feel bad significant like that tree in North Georgia, but again, we're just scratching the surface here.
Yeah. This really does feel like a very old and mystical place, doesn't it? We just keep going deeper. This terrain's interesting. We're starting to get into kind of the bottomlands here. All right, we've got some sand and mud here. Let's see if we can see any impressions of any wildlife or anything back here.
You've got some indentations in the sand, but it's hard to tell.
I got some deer tracks right here. Tiny little green poop.
There's the name of your episode, the tiny little Jesse and the tiny little
Look,
poop.
it is. It's a tiny little, there's a couple of little plops, my friend. Now you might have something here.
Yeah, this does look like this was level and cleared once upon a time.
Look at this. And now nothing's been overt, nothing crazy yet, but
Well, what happened to those people was crazy, but we're seeing weird... Something is changing the environment around here.
something's
Meaning
definitely manipulating.
symbols and
yeah.
signs, but we don't know what.
I mean, all we can do is really just kind of just document them best we can. See if we can find some kind of pattern.
Well, I mean, we found a pattern that we're finding holly trees pinned, and we're finding X's made out of similarly sized sticks, pieces of wood, and then we're finding pieces of wood driven into the ground around the edge of this particular patch of forest where this sighting, encounter, whatever you want to call it, happened.
Be careful, there's holes.
Huh?
Be careful coming through here.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, I'm kind of sinking right now.
yeah, just be careful. I want to think. Okay. Let's try over here. I'm not check this out. Be careful going over this way. Because look. See how far this goes down?
Oh yeah, you can see the running water underneath it.
Oh, no. Oh, the clock. That's the boom.
Coming from that direction you're headed?
Yeah.
All right.
If I could get in this direction.
This would be my bag.
Ah!
You okay?
Yeah, I just went in a hole. Oh, all right. Oh, wow.
Quartz?
Yeah. That's nice. Oh, there's a whole trail of quartz in here in this creek.